NBA's Wade seeks tougher gun laws. Chicago Bulls star Dwayne Wade lashed out against his city's gun laws. He called them weak and said he has urged city officials in his hometown to create changes to help both citizens and police. The basketball player also said his children are afraid of police officers the same way he was when he was growing up. He thinks prisons should help prisoners become better people. He added that he was left with a bad taste in his mouth when Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump tweeted about the murder of Wade's cousin last week. Wade spoke to ABC News in an interview broadcast one day before the funeral of his cousin, Nikia Aldridge. She was shot in Chicago. Cousin's death tough to deal with. For our family, it was very tough, Wade said. The headlines alone, mother walking down the street, registering her kids in school, a mother of 4 gets murdered, it's tough to deal with. Aldridge was one of 90 people murdered in August alone in Chicago, a city that has experienced a lot of gun violence recently. Wade is returning to Chicago this season after spending the first 30 years of his career playing for the Miami Heat. My purpose for being back in the city is bigger than basketball, Wade said. Basketball is a big part of it, of course. It's what I do for a living. But I think my purpose at the end of the day is hopefully to come to Chicago and be a part and be a voice that can help bring people together. Aldridge, who was 32 years old, was pushing her baby in a stroller near a school where she'd planned to register her children. She was shot, but she wasn't the intended target, police said. Police take 5,900 guns off the street. In Chicago, police have confiscated or taken away 5,900 illegal guns so far this year. The city once had some of the nation's strictest gun control laws, but many are no longer on the books. Chicago police have said 1/5 of the guns used in crimes in the city come from the neighboring state of Indiana. They are fighting a war, Wade said of the Chicago police, and they can do a lot better, but they can get more help as well to do better. There's other cities that have way tougher gun laws. We have weak gun laws. 2 brothers with criminal histories have been charged with first-degree murder for Aldridge's death. Darwin Sorrells Jr., who is 26 years old, and Darren Sorrells, who is 22 years old, are being held without bail. Wade said that some members of his family have already forgiven the accused shooters. Wade stresses need for prison work programs. Guys go to prison and then we let them back out on the street. They're going to go back to what they're used to and what they know, Wade said. So if there's something we can do with a prison that can help with work programs when people come out, it gives them an opportunity to try to help themselves. Wade has spoken on social issues several times in the past, saying the 3 boys he's raising, 2 sons and a cousin, are old enough to understand the issues. My boys are afraid of police just the same way I was when I was growing up, Wade said. Not all police, obviously, but my boys hear everything that's going on in the world, all the harassment, all the murders that's going on, and they pose the question back to me, and what answer do I have for them? NBA star works with police to aid community. Wade continues to partner with law enforcement. On September 17th, he will hold an event in Miami to promote cycling safety and unity in the community. City of Miami police officers plan to join Wade on the 6-mile bike ride. Trump tweeted about Aldridge's killing a day after the shooting, first saying that such a matter will have black voters backing his campaign, and later adding his condolences or sympathy to Wade's family. Wade said Trump's tweets left him conflicted. On one end, your cousin's death is used as a ploy for political gain, Wade said. On the other end, it's a national story. It goes back to that for me. I want eyes on this city. I want us to be able to do more together. The only way we can do more together is if more people know what's going on. If this is the first time you're listening to this, go back and read it one more time. If this is the second time you're listening to it, we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at a couple of words and try to figure out the meanings. The first word we're going to look at, let's see, is this word right here. It says confiscated. So what are the clues? What tells you that confiscated has an actual definition in this sentence? There's punctuation clues as well. Take note. One more thing is down here, the word conflicted. What does the word conflicted mean? Read the paragraph down here. So you're going to use the context clue strategy of reading ahead to tell what conflicted means by looking at this paragraph.